Hello friends, in last lecture we saw that how to convert the equations in the form of quadratic equation then their solution, how to find their solution. Now in this lecture we continue with the same. So here is the very first question. Definitely we have to solve it for x. So question is x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4 is equal to 120. You have to solve it for x. Okay, if you are able to see, this is definitely not a quadratic equation. If you multiply all these, you will get x raised to 4. But definitely we want multiply these all. What we have to do, we have to check for these constant terms. See here 1 and 4, their sum will be 5. So when we multiply, we'll get uh, 5x. Similarly here 2 and 3, when we multiply we'll get 5x. So we do write these terms together and then we'll multiply. So here I will write x plus 1 plus multiplied by x plus 2, then x plus 3, then x plus 4 is equal to 120. Therefore x plus 1, I will take this with x plus 4. Where the sum of the coefficient is same, I will take those two terms together and then I'll start multiplying. Okay, so now here I'll multiply these two. So what I will get, x square plus 4x plus x plus 4, isn't it? Similarly over here I'll get x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 120. Now here x square plus 5x plus 4, and over here x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 120. X square plus 4 5x plus 4, x square plus 5x plus. Now what I will do, I will replace this term, that is this x square plus 5x by y. Similarly I will replace this by y. So by doing this we'll get a quadratic equation in y. So let x square plus 5x is equal to y. So therefore I will get y plus 4 y plus 6 is equal to 120. So now multiplying further, this gives you y square plus 6y plus 4y plus 24 minus 120 is equal to 0, isn't it? Now y square plus 10y minus 96 is equal to 0. Okay, now here we can solve this. This is a quadratic equation in y. Now try to solve this and then I will give you further solution. Okay, now let us see over here how to solve it further. This is just a quadratic equation in y. So first we'll get the value of y. So here I have y square plus 10y minus 96 is equal to 0. Therefore y square plus, now this can be written as 16y minus 6y minus 96 is equal to 0. So y is taken common, y plus 16 minus 6 is taken common, y plus 16 is equal to 0. Therefore y plus 16 into y minus 6 is equal to 0. So ultimately I can say y is equal to minus 16 or y is equal to 6. But this is not a final answer. What we need to find, we have to find the value of x. So now further what we will put y equal to minus, then we'll solve to get the value of x. Sit down up to this point, then I will remaining solution. Okay, now let us see the next further how to solve this. Now we'll take x equal to minus 16. Okay, we have to solve it by both the values. Okay, as you can see, this is the biquadratic equation. It means it may have 4 zeros or 4 roots or 4 values of x. So it is quite possible that we'll get 2 values when we put 16 and remaining 2 when we put y 6. So now when y equal to minus 16, then I can write x square plus 5x equal to minus 16. Therefore x square plus 5x plus 16 is equal to 0. Now you have to solve it for x. So again it's a quadratic equation. Try to solve this, whether it is possible to get the value of x or not. It is possible to get the real value of x or not. So try for a while. Okay, so if you solve it further, see, if you find d for this, now d for this is b square, that is this, minus 4 into a into c. Okay, where d is 25 minus 64, that means for x y equal to minus 16 we won't get any value of x. Therefore d is less than 0. Therefore no real value of y, no real value of x is there for y is equal to minus 16. Now we'll put the second value of y, that is 6, and then we'll check what we'll get. Now when y is equal to 6, then I can write x square plus 5x is equal to 6. So by solving this, therefore x square plus 5x minus 6 equal to 0. Now here it is possible, if you check d over here, that is b square minus 4 into a into minus 6, that is 25 plus 24 9. So it is possible, not only real but we'll get the integer values. So x square plus 6x minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, if I take x common, x plus 6, if I take minus 1 common, x plus 6 is equal to 0. So, x minus 1, x plus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 1 equal to 0 or x plus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1 or x equal to minus 6. Now, there are two values of x we got. Now, we have to check whether for these two values the original equation is being satisfied or not. If for the both values original equation is being satisfied, then only we will say these two are the solution of the given equation. It is quite possible that equation being satisfied for only one or for not any value. So let us do check it. If I put x equal to 1, okay, that I will check orally. When I put x equal to 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, this will be 4, and this will be 5. Now product of these all, so 5 2s are 10, 4 3s are 12, 120. Yes, definitely x equal to 1 is one of the solution of the given equation. Now we'll for x equal to minus 6. So when I put x equal to minus 6, this will become minus 5. Okay, x equal to minus 6, so this will become minus 4. X equal to minus 6, then this will become minus 3. X equal to minus 6, so this will become minus 2. So again it is correct because 5 into 2 10, 4 into 3 12, 120. So for these two values the given equation is being satisfied. So here I will write, therefore solutions of given equation are minus 1 and minus 6. So please now, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Next question is, again you have to find the value of x only. It is root of 5x square minus 6x plus 8 minus root of 5x square minus 6x plus 7 is equal to 1. 5x square minus 6x plus 8, 5x square minus 6x plus 1 is equal to 1. So think for a while that how you will start this, then I will give you it solution. Okay, here if you are able to observe, we have 5x square minus 6 as well as over here we have 5x square minus 6. So before uh, I square on both sides, or before I take one of the term on that side and then I make First I will replace this 5x square minus 6x by another variable, that is y. So let us see how to solve this. This is 5x square minus 6 plus 8 minus 5x square minus 6x plus 7 is equal to 1. So let 5x square minus 6x is equal to y. Therefore here I will get y plus 8 root of 5 plus 8 minus root of y plus 7 is equal to 1. Now if I square here only, when I apply the a minus b whole square identity, this root sign will remove, but we'll get one more term which have square root, and in these two, product of these two will be there. So it's better to take one of the term on that side, so that will make your calculations little bit easier. So root of y plus 8 is equal to 1 plus root of y plus 7. Okay, now squaring both sides, so root of y plus 8 whole square is equal to 1 plus root of y plus 7 whole square. Therefore here I'll get a square, that means directly square of this, over here a square, that is 1, b square, that is y plus 7, plus 2ab, that is 2 into a into b. Okay, so now here you can see y and y will cancel out. Here it is 8, here 1 plus 7 8, this 8 will also cancel out. So here I'll write y plus 8 is equal to y plus 8 plus 2 root y plus 7. Okay, now if I simplify it further, so here the first of all I can cancel this y with this y, this 8 with this 8. So what I will get over here, 0 is equal to 2 root of y plus 7. Therefore I can say root of y plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, 2 will come over here, 0 upon 2 it will remain 0 only. Therefore y plus 7 is equal to 0. Again I can say squaring both sides gives me y plus 7 equal to 0. So ultimately y is equal to minus 7. But y is equal to what? 5x square minus 6x is equal to minus 7. So 5x square minus 6x plus 7 is equal to 0. Now solve this equation. This is a quadratic equation to get the value of x. Then I will give you the remaining solution. Okay, again here if you observe carefully, if you find d over here, so d is b square, that is 36 minus 4 into a into c. Therefore d is equal to 36 minus 140. That is d is negative. Therefore d is negative or less than 0. That means again no real value of x is there. That means for this value of x, this value of y, or particular this equation does not have any real value of x. Okay, so finally here I will write thus no real value of x is there. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question is, again you have to find the value of x only. So here we have equation root over x upon x minus 1 plus root over x minus 1 upon x is equal to 13 upon 6. So here you have to find the value of. So see over here, if you observe these term x upon x minus 1 and x minus 1 upon x are reciprocal of each other. So if I consider this as y, this will become 1 upon y. So let us say, let's start its solution. X upon x minus 1 root over x upon x minus 1 plus root over x minus 1 upon x is equal to 13 by 6. Okay, as I gave you a hint that one term will be considered as y, so another will be 1 upon y. So think for a while that how you will proceed further, then I will give you its solution. Okay, let us see solution. Let x upon x minus root over x minus 1 upon x equal to y. Therefore I can write, therefore root over x minus 1 upon x is equal to 1 upon y. Okay, now y plus 1 upon y is equal to 13 upon 6. Okay, simply I replace this quantity by y and this by 1 upon y. So if I take the LCM, I will get y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 13 upon 6. On solving it further, now definitely what I have to do, I have to the cross multiplication. So therefore 6 multiplied by y square plus 1 is equal to 13y. So finally I will get 6y square minus 13y, or 6y square plus 6 minus 13y is equal to 0. So ultimately it is 6y square minus 13y plus 6 is equal to 0. Now you have to find the factors of 13. Sorry, so you have to split the middle term by using the factors of 6 multiplied by 6, that is 36. So that is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Factors of 36 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So here I can write 6y square minus 4y minus 9y plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, now I can take common 2y from first two. If I take common 2y, here I will get 3y minus 2. Okay, and from here I can take minus 3 common, so again 3y minus 2 is equal to 0. So ultimately here it is 3y minus 2, 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, okay, again the product of two numbers is 0, definitely one will be 0. So 3y minus 2 equal to 0, or 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore from here I will get y is equal to 2 by 3, or from here I will get y is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, so now for these two values of y, I will solve this. I will put this equal to y 2 by 3, and then I will put equal to 3 by 2. Then I will get the value of x. Note it down up to this point, then I will give you the remaining solution. Okay, now let us see how to solve it further. Okay, now I will use first 2 by 3. Okay, now y is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, y is equal to 2 by 3. Therefore, root of x upon x minus 1 is equal to 2 by 3, because that was the assumed value of y. Now squaring both sides gives you x upon x minus 1. Okay, we have to make a square to remove this root sign. So for that I have to make a square of both sides. So here I will get x upon x minus 1 is equal to 4 upon 9. So here I will get 9x on cross multiplication. 9x is equal to 4x minus 4. So ultimately x is equal to 9x minus 4x. Therefore 9x minus 4x is equal to 9x minus 4x is equal to minus 4. That gives you 5x is equal to minus 4. That is x equal to minus 4 upon 5. So this is the first value of x that we obtained. Still we will check whether this value is being satisfied given equation or not. So now we'll put the second value of y, and then we'll check for both the values. So next is y equal to 3 by 2. So now, okay, now y is equal to 3 upon 2. Therefore x minus 1 upon, therefore root of x upon x minus 1 is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, therefore x upon x minus 1 is equal to 9 by 4. Therefore here I will get 4x is equal to 9x minus 9. Therefore 4x minus 9x, 4x minus 9x equal to minus 9. So ultimately minus 5x equal to minus 9, and x is equal to 9 upon 5. Now definitely one value, even though I can't say definitely one value, but now we have to check for these two values whether the given equation is being satisfied or not. But first of all, note it down up to this point. Okay, so now we'll check. So one thing that you should understand. See, value of x, we got x is equal to minus 4 by 5, because root of x upon x minus 1 is 2 by 3. So I won't put the value of x over here, directly I will take this value. Okay, x upon x minus 1 is equal to 4 by 9, so definitely x minus 1 upon x will be 9 by 4. So I will directly put this value rather than putting this value, because I got this because of this only. Okay, so let us see. So x upon x minus 1 equal to 4 by 9. So here we have root of 4 by 9 plus root of 9 by 4. So here I will get 2 by 3 plus 3 by 2. So on taking LCM, here I will get 4, here I will get 9 upon 6, that is 13 upon 6. So definitely I can say for this value it is correct. Okay, this value of x is correct. Now in second case I got the value of x equal to 9 by 5, and that I got because I took x upon x minus 1 is equal to 9 by 4. So here I will put 9 by 4. So root over 9 by 4 plus 4 upon 9. Okay, because x upon x minus 1 9 by 4, so its reverse will be 4 by 9. Okay, so 3 by 2 plus 2 by 3, but obvious this will be the same, only order is being changed, that is equal to 13 by 6. That means we can say these two values, minus 4 by 5 and 9 by 5, are the solution of the given equation. Okay, so concluding line we can write, therefore x equal to minus 4 by 5 and x equal to 9 by 4 are solutions of given equation. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question is, okay, although we solved this type of the question in the same lecture, but let us see one more question of the similar type. X minus 1, x minus 2, 3x minus 2 multiplied by 3x plus 1 is equal to 21. Okay, we solved one question of the similar type, so think for a while, that proceed, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so again here you have to start with, you have to take two terms such a way that you will get the coefficient of x same. So here if I take this x minus 1, okay, first of all let me write the first term of the solution, that is question itself. Now x minus 1 multiplied by this, so therefore I will write x minus 1 multiplied by 3x minus 2, and x minus 2 multiplied by 3x plus 1 is equal to 21. Okay, so now on further multiplication, here I will get 3x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 2. Okay, over here I will get 3x square plus x minus 6x minus 2 is equal to 21. Okay, now here you can see, here you will get definitely minus 5x, here again you will get minus 5x. So this is almost done. The only thing was that you have to find the correct combinations. So here 3x square minus 5x plus 2, over here 3x square minus 5x minus 2 is equal to 21. Now I will say that 3x square minus 5x equal to y. Now let 3x square minus 5x is equal to y. Therefore I'll get y plus 2 y minus 2 is equal to 21. Therefore y square minus 4, okay, this is comparatively easier because here directly there isn't any term of y. No doubt it's a quadratic equation only, but this is binomial in which the second term is not there. So y square minus 4 is equal to 21. Therefore y square is equal to 25. Okay, so further on solving it further, I will get the value of phi. Okay, or here I can write, therefore y is equal to plus minus 5. Two possible values of y are there, that is plus 5 and minus 5. Okay, now I will solve for plus y and minus 5. So I will get the values of x. So try to solve it further, then I will give you its remaining solution. Okay, now when y equal to 5 and y equal to minus 5, so now y equal to 5. Therefore now what is the value of y? That is 3x square. Therefore 3x square minus 5x is equal to 5. Therefore 3x square minus 5x minus 5 equal to 0. Now we have to find values of x. So let me check what is the d over here. It is b square, that is minus 4 into a into c. So 25 plus okay, definitely d is not 0. Okay, so now d for this, now d is equal to minus sorry, b square, that is 25 minus 4 into a into c. Therefore d over here is 25 plus 60. B square minus 4 into a into c. Therefore d is equal to therefore D is equal to 85. So here I can say therefore x is equal to minus of minus 5 plus minus root of 85 upon 2 into 3. Therefore x is equal to 5 plus minus root 85 upon 6. So these two are the values of x, which are definitely not integer values. So note it down first of all this, then we'll see two more values, and then we'll see among these four values are being satisfied or for the given equation. Okay, so here value of x is 5 plus minus root 85 by 6. Now let me explain you one thing more. See here, when y equal to 5 we got x equal to this. Now suppose y is equal to minus 5. So when I take it to minus 5, so here it will be plus 5. That means c will be plus 5. And if I take c as plus 5, this d will be negative. That means for y equal to minus 5, this equation does not give any real value. The only value of x is this, but still let me give you that part of the solution as well. Okay, so now when y is equal to minus 5, okay, now when y is equal to minus 5, therefore I can write 3x square minus 5x is equal to minus 5. Therefore 3x square minus 5x plus 5 equal to 0. Now we'll find d for this. Now d is equal to b square, this minus 4ac. Okay, b square minus 4 into a into c. Therefore d is equal to 25 minus 60. Therefore d is minus 35. Therefore d is less than 0. Therefore no real values of x is there for the given value of 5. Therefore no real value of x is, okay, let me note down this. I need this. Now we need this just to check whether the given equation is being satisfied for this or not. Okay, so no, therefore no real value of x is there for y is equal to minus 5. Okay, now we'll check for this. We'll note it down up to this point. Okay, then we'll check for this value of x, whether the equation is being satisfied or not. Okay, now see, we got x equal to this. When we got x equal to this, when we had y equal to, we had y equal to 5. That means when we have this value of y, or this value of y, or when we have 3x square minus 5x is equal to 5, isn't it? We got x equal to this when 3x square minus 5x was equal to 5. So simply if I put, see, this is my original equation, and further simplification just I multiplied and I got this. So this expression is exactly equal to the original expression. Now instead of putting x equal to this much complicated value, because I obtain x equal to this when 3x square minus 5x was equal to 5. So simply I will put 3x x square minus 5x equal to 5 over here. So if I put this value as 5, so here I'll get 5 plus 2, that is 7, isn't it? Then 5 minus 2, that is 3, and their multiplication is 21. So that value of x is the solution of the given equation. So I can conclude, therefore x equal to 5 plus minus root 85 divided by 6. Okay, here actually plus minus, that means plus and minus both, is the solution of the given equation. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Three upon x plus 3 plus 4 upon x plus 4 is equal to 2 upon x plus 2 plus 5 upon x plus 5. Okay, so just how to solve this solution. So 3 upon x plus 3 plus 4 upon x plus 4 is equal to 2 upon x plus 2 plus 5 upon x plus 5. Okay, so we'll start by taking LCM. So over here LCM is x plus 3 into x plus 4. Okay, so here I get 3x plus 4, 3 multiplied by x plus 4 plus 4 multiplied by x plus 3. Okay, is equal to, here I have x plus 2 into x plus 5, and over here 2 multiplied by x plus 5 plus 5 multiplied by x plus 2. Okay, simple cross multiplication. So now in the numerator on the left hand side it is 3x plus 12 plus 4x plus 12. Okay, 3x plus 12, 4x plus 12 divided by okay, here x plus 3, x plus 4 is equal to, here it is 2x plus 10 plus 5x plus 10 divided by x plus 2, x plus 5. So over here in the numerator I have 7x plus 24, 7x plus 24 upon x plus 3, x plus 4. Over here I have 7x plus 20 upon x plus 2, x plus 5. Okay, so note it down up to this point. See how to solve it further. Okay, so let us see how to solve it further. Now numerator I have 7x plus 24 upon, if you open the bracket, x square plus 3x plus 4x plus 12. Okay, x square plus 3x plus 4x plus 12 is equal to, over here 7x plus 20 upon x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 10 plus 2x plus 5x plus 10. Okay, so ultimately over here I'll get 7x plus 24 upon x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 7x plus 20 upon x square plus 7x plus 10. So note it down up to this point, then we'll see how to solve it further. Note it down up to this point. Okay, now let us see how to solve it further. Okay, so here in numerator we have 7x plus 24. So I'm writing it 7x plus 20 plus 4 divided by x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to, or better to write 12 as 10 plus 2, okay, is equal to 7x plus 20 upon x square plus 7x plus 10. Okay, now let 7x plus 20 is equal to a and x square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to b. Okay, I took this portion as a and this portion as b, so here I can write therefore a plus 4 upon b plus 2 is equal to a upon b. So on cross multiplication, a plus 4 into b is equal to a into b plus 2. Therefore I'll get ab plus 4b is equal to ab plus 2a. Now AB and AB will cancel out, so 4B is equal to 2A, therefore 2B is equal to A. Now I will put the values of A and B to solve it further. Therefore, okay, therefore here I can write A is equal to, okay, so 2B, that is twice of B, and B is x square plus 7x plus 10, isn't it? 2b, so b is equal to x square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to a, that is 7x plus 20. So this gives you 2x square plus 14x plus 20 is equal to 7x plus 20. This 20 and 20 I can cancel out. So 2x square plus 14x minus 7x is equal to 0. Therefore 2x square plus 7x is equal to 0. Now I can take x common, so 2x plus 7 is equal to 0. So here I'll get two values of x equal to 0 and x equal to 7 by 2. So therefore x equal to 0 or 2x plus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore x equal to 0 or x equal to minus 7 by 2. Therefore x equal to 0 or x equal to minus 3.5. Minus 3.5. Now definitely we will check whether these values being satisfied or not, satisfies the given equation or not. But first of all, note it down, then we'll see the further solution. Okay, now let us see for these two values. uh, Suppose if I put x equal to 0, so here 3 upon 3, that is 1, isn't it? Here 4 upon 4, because I am putting x equal to 0, so only this this term remains in the denominator. Similarly, over here 2 upon 2, that is 1, and 5 upon 5, that is 1. So definitely we can say left hand side and right hand sides are equal if I put x equal to 0. Okay, now if I put x equal to minus 3.5, so for that I have to make little bit calculation. So 3 upon minus 3.5 plus 3 plus 4 upon minus 3.5 plus 4. So 3 upon, here I will get minus 0.5 plus 4 upon, here I will get 0.5. So this is actually minus of 6, 0.5 is 1 by 2, so 2 will come in the numerator, minus 6 plus 8, that is 2. So left hand side gives me 2. Now I will check the right hand side. Okay, so let me check the right hand side. Now right hand side, 2 upon minus 3.5 plus 2 plus 5 upon minus 3.5 plus 5. So this is 2 upon minus 1.5, 5 upon plus 1.5, that is minus 2 uh, 20 upon 15 plus 50 upon 15. Okay, I just remove the decimal, so this will become 50 minus 20 upon 15, that is 30 upon 15, that is again 2. Yes, so here both values, that is x equal to 0 and x equal to minus 3.5 are correct for the given equation. So here I will conclude this, x equal to 0 and x equal to minus 3.5 are the solutions of given equation. Note it down. Okay, so that is all about this lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see some more based on this. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.